If any survivor has the corporal cope roll la lia coprolalia. I don't know what that is. Hello, everybody. I am the Dungeon Guru, and we are playing Kingdom Death Monster. And so we begin with the steps that we're going to take for hunting the level 1 antelope. We're hoping to finish out the antelope set. We've selected our survivors. We're using Elune, who has the Twilight Sword, Kael'thas with the bow and some rawhide, Valeera, our tank, with rawhide and grease, and finally we have Kael'thas, who's probably going to be our blender, using the double Lion Beast guitar and having 1 accuracy to help him, kind of land some of those attacks. I think this is going to be a pretty straightforward hunt and hopefully a very straightforward showdown, but we will see what the game has in store for us. So let's get started. We're going to use the hunt automation as I think it's very handy and cool. So let's what do we got? Let's check it out. Okay. If you've been around for other hunt phases, you know that I typically think that the quarry-specific hunt events are actually a little bit less dangerous. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what I think. And we're going to continue with that kind of working theory, if you will. So we're going to take a step forward here with Kael'thas. And we're going to flip this hunt event. And we have the vomit pile. That sounds great. The survivors find the half-digested remains of their quarry's last meal. Each survivor may scavenge, gain 1 courage, and roll on the table. So we could potentially archive our consumable gear or gain some resources. Okay, so I think there's only 1 archivable consumable gear that we have, and I think it's the dried acanthus and the grease, and I really don't want to lose both of those. So I think Valeera will not scavenge because don't want to lose our lunch there. But I think everybody else, that's fine. I think it's fine. Okay. So we'll take 3 dice and kind of do it in left to right order. So, leftmost will be um, Elune here, and then we'll have Kael'thas, and then we'll have Kel'Thuzad. So we'll grab 3 dice. Okay. Can we get an official? It looks like this is the leftmost dice. So that is going to be Elune, gaining +1 courage and is a little sick, has an upset tummy. Okay. Next, we will look at Kael'thas, who gains 1 courage but rolls a 9, gaining 1 understanding and 1 random Screaming Antelope resource. So let's just think that this is all of the Screaming Antelope resources. However, I've been noticing a little bit of weird inconsistency, so I'm just going to check and make sure that there are no... Okay, so there are no other resources here. Okay, so that this pile contains all the resources, and when I pick it up... Whoops. Hold, please. When I pick it up, there's not a second pile underneath. Okay, great. So we're going to shuffle this. We're going to take 1 card. Wow, we got the brain. This is like the rarest thing in the deck, I think, actually. Cool. This makes brain mints, which I think give you survival, or insanity, or remove a disorder. I don't exactly remember, but I know that I think there's only 1 of these in the deck. It's a little bit like the glorious mane from the lion. So okay, well that's pretty handy. Let's actually just go back and pull this back up and keep it on screen. I think we gained our understanding as well. Okay, and Valeera did skip. And lastly, we have Kel'Thuzad, the 2KTs, this is going to get old quick. um, at max survival, does gain +1 courage. Getting the proc there on understanding would have been really nice, but so it goes. Okay. And at least one did scavenge, so we are not going to resolve the random hunt event. Let's go with let's go with Valeera on the random hunt event. See if we can't come up with something good here. 87. Okay, so if you're not familiar, go to severe injuries, and then 2 pages over, you'll be in the hunt event. It's the fastest way to get there. What was it, 85, 87, something like that? 87 even. Weeping faces, okay. Water flows from the eyes of the surrounding stone faces, gathering in a small pool. Have we done this one? Any survivor may consume from the pool and roll 1d10. If they have 3+ understanding, add 2 to their roll. Insane survivors are inconsolable and lay down on the ground sobbing heavily. Okay. Alright, so we will... I definitely have an insane survivor. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, thanks a lot, Elune. Having a rough day. Okay. Well, +3 understanding. I think most of our people have +3 understanding, so... Ooh, except for Kel'Thuzad. You know what? It's fine. Everybody's gonna drink from the pool. This won't be bad at all, certainly. Okay, so this is gonna be Elune, drinking from the pool, gaining +2 to their roll. A 4 goes to a 6. Refreshing, delicious. Okay. And this is going to be Kael'thas. Also with understanding. 7 goes to 9. A speed token. Okay. Well, sure. Let's use the handy hourglass and just look for a speed token and bring it to me. Oh, I had one right there. Okay, speed token. Good job. All right. Valeera. 2 goes to 4, just refreshing. And lastly, Kel'Thuzad. 3, only having 3. It's salty and sour. You're not sure what you're drinking. Okay, that's fine. So you lose the 1 insanity that you had. That's less than my favorite. I'm gonna make one addendum. I meant to take the stone noses on this person, but leave one spot open. So I am going to take the stone noses, and yeah, that's my bad. But I had the noses, and I just forgot. That's on me. And we are rolling again on the hunt table because we did have an insane survivor. So let's see what else we can get into. A 28. What sort of fate awaits us? The troll bird. What is that? Okay. A rumpled, unsightly bird stands in the survivor's path. Its beak, wet eyes blink expectantly, and it calls out with an eerie human chuckle. That's kind of strange. The survivors may archive one consumable item or gear, offering it to the troll bird. If any survivor is insane, they must feed the troll bird, if able. If they feed the troll bird, it hops off with a terrible cackle. Okay. Well, I don't... Let me read this again. Trying to not read the results. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, alright. If any survivor is insane, they must feed the troll bird, if able. So my concern here is like I don't believe that Elune, the insane one, has anything that is consumable. So, do we as a group still have to feed it something? Like, am I going to give it the acanthus or the grease? Or am I going to give it the screaming brain? Archive this to gain survival up to the current limit. I feel like the brain is pretty useful. I feel like you know what? We're going to the antelope. Odds are I get more acanthus, right? Come on. So if I'm going to get more acanthus, I'm going to archive this, even though I really like it and I want it. Okay. So now let's see what would have happened if we did not. If we did not, it follows the survivors on their hunt, constantly mocking them with its chuckle. If any survivor has the coprolalia, coprolalia? I don't know what that is. Okay. And make vigorous, vulgar gestures. Is that the like the clinical term for Tourette's? Maybe I'm not sure. Um, the troll bird makes a terrible racket. All survivors gain at the start of the monster ambushes. The survivors ambush the monster. Oh, okay, interesting. So it wouldn't have been the worst thing to not feed it, but it's fine. Okay. Well, that's kind of a lot, and that was only the second event. Okay. Let's take Elune into this hunt event. Let's see what we got here. Teething. The survivors find a trail of large, rotting teeth littering the ground. That is disgusting. Each survivor may scavenge, suffer. Okay, and then so we just have a chance of getting the tooth, which is really good, or we take arm damage. Let's go. Everybody's going to scavenge. Okay. We'll just do it from left to right based on here. It doesn't really matter. Whoa, okay. All right, well, 1-9 means that Kel'Thuzad is going to get the large flat tooth, and that is fantastic. So, large flat tooth. Bring it to me. Thank you. And that is, this is, okay, yeah, so it's Kel'Thuzad over here. Gets the large flat tooth. And then 3, that means that Kael'thas here takes an arm damage. I'm going to go down to 1. And then a 6 is nothing, and a 4 is nothing. Okay, great. That was... Finding the large flat tooth is great. That can become a, the knuckle guy, right? Yeah. And I already had 2. Okay. Well, that's another resource. I didn't realize I had 2 already. Wow. That's impressive. I can make double guitars again. I have so many guitars. Okay. And now finally, I think we would just move here and the showdown would start. Ah, okay. Well, that was a fairly quick and painless hunt phase. We took, I think, maybe 2 points of damage. We got 2 resources, and um, not bad at all. Yeah. I think I'm going to set up the hunt phase or set up the showdown, but I don't think I'm going to start it in this video. Showdown level 1. Confirm. Okay, yeah, so these things on the board don't get cleaned up automatically, but that's fine. Whoops. Nope. Whoops. Nope. Whoops. Oh boy, that's... Okay, thank you. It's not what I wanted to do. These things go into the box. Okay. Oh, we got the lonely tree. Okay. So I think I'm going to do all of my arrival steps, and then I'm going to set up the train, and then we're going to be good to go for the showdown phase. So this is going to be I'm going to gain 3 more there. That's going to go to 7. So that's pretty good. And what else? Nothing there. Nothing here. And 1 survival and 1 insanity here. Okay. And I have a vague memory of some kind of specific setup thing here. 3 acanthus plants, 6 total in the green area. Okay. Yep. And because of the ruling, like this, in the green area overrides the acanthus plant logic. Okay, so our 2 extra things were 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. It looks like our 2 extra things were the nightmare tree and the survivor corpse. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So nightmare tree. What? You just give me that kind of stuff. I don't really care about this. A lonely ant. Yeah, I don't care about this. But it has to be 5 spaces away from all board edges. So I think I'm going to put it over here. So let's go 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's got to be like right here-ish. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just move that, that, that. Okay, that's okay. I wonder if this is going to impact like where I can put all these things. I guess this is fine. Yeah, it can be how many away? 4 away. 2, 3, 4. So I can go here. So this is technically in line. That's in line. 4 away. Can go there. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, the survivor corpse starts 6 spaces away from all other terrain. Let's just put this over here somewhere so we can get it. That goes there. Yeah, bug patch goes there. Okay. And I have to remember, I'm actually just going to pick this up and I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it here just so I can remember what the rules are. I'm sorry if that kind of kills your immersion, but I need to remember that this is impassable and it's an obstacle. So I just have to remember that. Okay. And let's think about what our first turn is going to look like. We're not going to go first, but what do we know that the thing's going to do? It's going to turn around and eat that. So maybe, do we want it right there? Can I get to it? If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2. Yeah, so I don't think I can get to it at all. Unless I put it like here, right? Then I can move 1 there. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that doesn't work either. Unless I really manipulate this. Right? Has to be inside this area. We know that we know that so what I'm trying to do is trying to make it so that I can do it. I can get into combat the first turn. I'm being a little cheeky, right? Because we know that the antelope's going to go first, and we know that, well, we don't know what it's going to do. But there's like a good chance that if we start it in this direction, that there'll be no survivors in field of view, and it'll just want to go munch on a plant, which seems reasonable. And so if we know it's going to have to munch on a plant, then we can try and get it to go to this plant. Or maybe like this plant, right? 1, 2, look down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3 dash be in the rear. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good to me. And if I remember that when I set up the game next time, it'd be even better. Okay. I think that you can just start there. You'll do that and just move forward. That's totally fine. You're going to there and Kael'thas. You have the bow, right? Yeah, so you're just gonna be wherever, bud. We're gonna put you there actually, and we're gonna put you there. Oh no. Okay, well yes, but facing that way. Okay. Alright. I think this is perfect. I think we're gonna be able to get in here, chop this antelope up a little bit, and hopefully get back to the settlement without too much going bad. What do I need to remind myself? Oh, we're gonna get our conviction. Well, that's handy. Okay. I think we're almost as far as I've ever gotten in the game. Like when I used to play. Because I mainly played uh the physical game like oh geez, 8 years ago or something like that. Um and we like I was like playing with myself and one of my other buddies we would play. And I think all we ever got to was like around the Kingsman into the Regal Visit. So I think we're getting pretty. The breadth of my knowledge is like rapidly coming to a close for where we are, and that's why I'm so excited. I have fought the Phoenix before. I think we fought it really early one time on accident. Not on accident. Like we just didn't know, and we fought it. And we got wrecked. So I'm really trying to make this campaign kind of work. And so far I think this has been a really good campaign, really good experience. I've been having a lot of fun, so I'm definitely going to continue it. And in the this is a weird time to like kind of say this, but in the event that we do meet our unfortunate demise, I'm probably going to be restarting another campaign because I've just been having a blast with this. So I think we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. If you saw any errors here in the play, or if you want to be like, hey, I think you should do this or whatever, let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. There's a few people that comment on almost every video, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot that you're watching and engaged. That's all I really want, is to get people playing this game. So I appreciate it, and we're gonna stop there. I am the Dungeon Guru. Stay safe down there.